Great. Um, First of all, thank you for being here, the media here in San Antonio. It's a happy occasion for all of us here at SAFC, welcoming our new head coach for the 2025 season, Carlos Llamosa. Carlos brings with him a wealth of experience as a player and as a coach. Has worked in all of our domestic levels here and had success and titles and a lot of winning to his name. We're happy to bring him to San Antonio, and we're excited for what the future holds.
When it came to your decision making, what stood out to you as saying Carlos was the guy for us?
Good question. I've had the good fortune to know Carlos for probably 30 years. So I got to see how he developed as a player and as a person and as a coach as well. Knowing all of the winning attributes that he has and the type of person that he is, I knew it would be a great fit for us culturally here in San Antonio. It would work with exactly what we're trying to do with our, not just our first team, but our second team and our academy.
Is there anything that you were doing and talking with him that you used to draft it to him? Did you take him to the Borough? Did you not tell him about August? What should things you did in order to make sure this was as enticing as possible?
Yeah, no, that's the beautiful thing about people like Carlos. When we spoke, it was just about, hey, we have a beautiful project here. And it's about coaching. It's about putting San Antonio on another level and another stage, giving opportunities to players that are from here, from the community, and winning football games. So that's all you needed to say for Carlos to jump on board.
What was kind of that first inciting incident where you met Carlos, that 30-ish years ago, somewhere in MLS maybe? And if you can cast your mind back to then, what was kind of your first impression with him way back then?
Well, we were on the same team as we were trying out for an MLS squad. And so right away we became close out of necessity and maybe close out of the fact that we worked well together on the field. He gave me the ball a few times, so that was good. But yeah, you could just tell right away that it's somebody that you maybe would envision down the road working with. And even those years back, it was fun to be on the field with such an accomplished player.
And what was, if you can give us kind of more of an idea of the process that led you here, doing this head coaching search, kind of the candidates you had involved in terms of number, in terms of variety, what stages there were, just kind of the process of how you got here. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, our office, Preston's and mine, got bombarded by a lot of quality candidates, first of all, which speaks, I think, well of the league, but especially of San Antonio FC. Everybody covets this job as something that, they would aspire to potentially put them on another level just from where they currently are, but also it's very attractive just, again, to many domestic coaches. We got a lot of resumes and CVs and agents calling from outside of the country as well. So to put on a number on it would be very, very high. I mean, well above 70, 80, candidates that we knew personally, probably in the 20s, 30s. And we went through the process of just seeing what the best cultural fit for what we're trying to do here would look like. And that list is much smaller. Obviously, great coaches and good candidates out there. But when it came down to choosing Carlos, it made perfect sense for us. We had, like I said, some phone calls from agents and direct conversations with coaches. And like I said, all of them were very positive, very pleasant. And the eagerness for coaches to be in this environment with this club was extremely high. But the conversations with Carlos were different.
In one of your first few answers, you talked about Carlos being the coach, not just for the first team, obviously, but down, into the ranks of the academy. Is this going to be sort of a more holistic view going forward of kind of integrating the vertical structure of the club, rather than, is the coaching job more focused on the whole picture rather than just the first team now?
I think the whole picture is important, first of all. That's my job. And my job is to support the coaching staff and the rest of the technical staff, but holistic in the sense that this is a entire club, not just the first team, not just the 11 that are playing on Saturday. So all the way down into our academy, and including all of our academy coaches, everybody has to be integrated. In terms of sustainability and what we want to do for the future of San Antonio and this club, it's absolutely imperative that we're all working together and that they all feel part of the process. Our academy coaches are important, our academy players are important, and all of that trickles up, if you will, to the first team.
Off of the friendship that you guys have had for years, obviously you don't want to put too much on somebody you were very close with in their first year, but just off the basis of what you were excited for, or just what are your expectations for his first season?
Well, my expectations is that it's going to be a lot of hard work, but very enjoyable. I think the players, first and foremost, are going to feel that resonate immediately with them in their training sessions. In terms of competing week-to-week basis in the league, that's something that Carlos is very familiar with. I'm very familiar with. I think all of that's going to feel in some ways very normal, but at the same time, we are presenting a new group to our fans, and we are inviting everybody out to this season and to this party, if you will, week after week.
As you and Carlos start to kind of build that team for next season, what are you looking to bring in terms of players?
Players with that winning mindset, players that are willing to develop, they have that learning mindset as well. The idea is, in my personal opinion, that professional growth doesn't stop at 22 or 24. There's veteran players that you can still show them how to do something a little bit better. The phases of the professional, as they change, there's still always something that you could add to it. So having that kind of mindset, we're definitely looking for that. And then obviously the quality of the player. And then obviously, this is a very welcoming club. This is a very welcoming city. Having players that are going to embrace that and also put as much off the field as they do on the field, having that kind of attitude, that's going to be very important to us and very special for our fans.